good morning everyone. So last class we were seeing the characteristic table, characteristic equation and the excitation table for all the four flip-flops SR, JK, D and T. So today we shall see the realization of one flip-flop using another. So what this implies is you might be given with, let us take for example, given with a JK flip-flop. Okay, so you have a flip-flop which has two inputs J and K and two outputs Q and Q bar along with the clock. You want to realize this or you need to construct a D flip-flop from this. So given with JK flip-flop or implement the functionality of D flip-flop. You should be able to do with any flip-flop like this. Okay. So what we do is you want the operation of D flip-flop to be performed using JK flip-flop. So what we do is, so the first step is you write the characteristic table of the flip-flop to be implemented or realized. Okay. That is, here in this case, you should write the characteristic table of D flip-flop. Okay. So from this table, having the present state and next state value, you write the excitation table values of the given flip-flop. That is, here it is the JK flip-flop. Next, find the flip-flop inputs that is corresponding to that of the given flip-flop. That is given flip-flop inputs in terms of Q and flip-flop input of the flip-flop to be realized. Okay, that is, here you will be writing the value of J and K in terms of Q and D. Okay, so let us see how we can do this. So first we write the characteristic table of D flip-flop. So Q, D, Q of T plus 1. So with this, we have 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Because with D flip-flop, we know that whatever the value of D is, Q of T plus 1 is going to be the same thing. Now we need to write the characteristic table of JK flip-flop. So here, this is our present state. This is our present state Q and this is our next state Q of T plus 1. So with this, we have to write the value of J and K values. So with present state and next state equal to maybe we can write the excitation table of JK flip-flop so that it would be easier for you. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. So with present state and next state value 0, 0, it is either the no change condition or the reset condition. So you will be having 0 and don't care. Then for 0, 1, it is either the toggle condition or the set condition. That is 1, 0 or the 1, 1 condition. So 1 and the don't care. Then with 1, 0, it is reset condition or the toggle. That is 0, 1 or 1, 1. So X and 1. 1, 1 is, it is either the set condition or the no change condition. That is 0, 0 and 1, 0. So X and 0. So now with respect to this, you can fill the table. So for 0, 0, the J and K values are 0 and don't care. Then for 0, 1, it is 1 and don't care. For 1, 0, it is X and 1. For 1, 1, it is X and 0. Now you need to find the expression for this J and K. So here you are going to have just 2 cross 2 table. So this is Q and this is D. And J value is actually, you have the minterm 1 for 0, 1 combination and don't care in 1, 0 and 1, 1. So you get J is equal to D. And for this one, Q and D, 0, 1, 0, 1. So here in 0 and 1, you have don't care, and with 2, you have 1. So here your expression is K is equal to D bar. Okay. So, and lastly, you have to draw this. So for that, we use graphic symbol of flip-flops. That is, you will be giving a rectangular box like this. And you will be having the clock over here. So if this is simply given as this method, you call this as the positive edge triggered clock. And if you have a bubble inside, you call it the negative edge triggered clock. You can choose anything, that is fine. And as such with the flip-flop, you have the inputs J and K because the given flip-flop is this, and you have the output Q and this is Q bar. Okay, this is the graphic symbol. This is applicable for any type of flip-flops. In case of SR flip-flop, this would be S and R. In case of T flip-flop, you don't have this K input. Simply in this place, you will be having T, and for D, that place will be D. Okay, that is the graphic symbol. So now here you have this to be D as such, and this is going to be D bar. Okay, so this is how we realize D flip-flop using JK flip-flop. So always remember, whatever flip-flop you are asked to implement, you should write the characteristic table of that particular flip-flop, and with respect to the given flip-flop, you should write the excitation table. Maybe we shall see for realize T flip-flop using JK flip-flop. Okay, so you want this functionality, you have been given with JK flip-flop. Okay, va? So we write the characteristic table of T flip-flop. So we have 0, 0, 0. That is when t value is 0, the output is obtained as such. When t is 1, q of t plus 1 will be complement of q. So this is our characteristic table. Now we have to write the excitation table of JK flip-flop. So here just we saw the table for 0, 0, the J and K values are 0, don't care. For 0, 1, it is 1, don't care. For 1, 1, it is don't care and 0. And for 1, 0, it is don't care and 1, right? 1, 1, don't care and 0, 1, 0, don't care and 1. Okay. Now again, giving the value of J and K. So Q and T. So J is equal to 1 in 1 and we have don't care over these two places. So we have J is equal to T. And with K value, we have don't care in 0 and 1 and 1 in 3. So you have it here. So K is equal to T. Okay, implementing this, we have the graphical symbol. So this implies the negative edge triggered clock. Then we have J and K, Q and Q bar. And here J is equal to T and K is equal to T. So straight away you have this one. So this is T flip-flop using JK flip-flop. Okay, you can try for all the other possible combinations. That is given with, mostly for SR flip-flop, they won't be giving. So you need not bother about it much. So given T flip-flop, you try implementing D flip-flop and JK. It is not a mistake to try with SR also. So you can try that too. And SR flip-flop. Then same way, you could try for D flip-flop. That is given D flip-flop, you can try implementing T flip-flop, JK flip-flop, SR flip-flop. Okay. You can just try with this. So this is realization of one flip-flop using another. Now let us move on to the next topic, analysis of synchronous sequential circuit. So analysis in the sense you are given with a circuit and you need to analyze the circuit. So for that we shall see what are the things we will be seeing. So we have to analyze the clocked sequential circuit. So from the circuit we derive the state table and state diagram. So I will let you know what is meant by state table and what is meant by state diagram. And we will understand what is meant by Mealy and Murray model. So initially with analysis of clocked sequential circuit, this procedure starts with the logic diagram and ends up in a state table or state diagram. Okay, ma? So first thing is you will be given with a circuit. You have to recognize whether the given circuit is sequential circuit or not. So you will be looking for flip-flops in case of sequential circuit, that too with clock to sequential circuit. So you should check whether the flip-flop is having clock or not. All these you have to first check. Okay. Next, from the circuit, we write the state equation. So state equation is nothing but the next state equation. I was mentioning yesterday when we saw the flip-flops, right? The characteristic equation or the state equation, they are often used interchangeably. Okay, va? Then from the state equation, we derive the state table. So I will tell you what this state table is. and then we obtain the state diagram from this table. So we shall see an example for this so that you will be getting a better idea. So we have to see analysis of clocked sequential circuit. So for this particular circuit, we are to analyze the circuit. Okay. So first thing is, I said you need to analyze whether this is a clocked sequential circuit or not. So here you are having two flip-flops, that is D flip-flop, and it has a clock also, right? So this is a clocked sequential circuit. So here you are having two D flip-flops. Okay, you may have external input, output, etc. This is having two D flip-flop. You are not having any external output with respect to the gate. You are having a input. One input you have, which is X. Okay. The next thing you need to do is you need to write the state equation. So state equation, as I mentioned, it is interchangeably used with the characteristic equation. So here what we are to write is, with respect to this particular flip-flop, what is the equation? And this particular flip-flop, what is the equation? So what we do is, we write this flip-flop input equation first, because otherwise it will be difficult for us. So let us consider the D input corresponding to this output A as DA, and the one corresponding to this second flip-flop as DB. Okay. So here with DA, what is this? Here you are having X input, and this is A feedback over here. So this is AX, and here this is actually B input. So this is BX. So DA is OR operation of AX with BX, right? And here with DB, you have this is A bar, and here we have X again. So DB is A bar X. And yes, here we are having an external output. I didn't see this. So you are having an output Y. So the output equation is given as Y is equal to, so this is B, and this is A, and this is X over here. So you have this is X bar, this is A plus B. So Y is A plus B dot X bar, right? For D flip-flop, we know the characteristic equation is Q of T plus 1 is equal to D, right? Here, instead of mentioning it as Q, we have for the first flip-flop, it is A bar. That is, instead of Q bar, you have A bar. And for the second flip-flop, you have B bar. Okay. So now to write the state equation for the first flip-flop, A of T plus 1 is equal to DA. So this is as such AX plus BX. And B of T plus 1 is DB, which is A bar X. Okay, wow. So our second step of writing the state equation is over. Next, we shall write the state table. That is our third step. So to write the state table, first what we do is, we shall write the input variable. So you are having the input X, then we shall write the present state value of both of the flip-flops. So present state value of A and B. Now from this actually we have to find the next state value, but prior to that let us write the flip-flop inputs as such, because that would actually help us. So you have DA and you have DB. Then you have the output Y, and then we shall write the next state equation value, that is A of t plus 1 and B of t plus 1. Okay. So we shall give initially the combinations with respect to X input and the present state values. So you will be having, so this is input X. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1, 1. Okay. Now we had the value of dA as AX plus B. That means dA value will be 1 when A and X is equal to 1. For that condition, you will have dA to be 1. Or otherwise, if B and X is equal to 1, you will be having the dA value to be 1. Okay, ba? So with X and A equal to 1, we have 1 in these two places. And with B and X is equal to 1, you have 1 in this particular place. All other place, it would be 0. You can write this table elaborately with respect to this equation also. You can write a separate column for AX, separate column for BX, and separate column for A bar X. Okay, va? But I hope you are used to it now. So I am writing this like this. And for DB, the value is equal to 1 when A is equal to 0 and X is equal to 1. So A is 0 and X is 1. So in these two places alone, you have 1. All the other places, it is a 0. Right? Okay. And for Y, we have A plus B into X bar. So Y is equal to 1 when A plus B is equal to 1 and X is equal to 0. A plus B into X bar. So A plus B will be 1 for the combination 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Okay, va? So in this place, you have a 1. Here you have a 1. And here also you have a 1. Other places, you have 0. Because here with this combination, X value is equal to 1. So you don't have that one. Okay. Now with the next state, we know that A of t plus 1 is equal to dA and B of t plus 1 is equal to dB. So here you need not do any other analysis. You can straight away give the values as such. So okay, va? So this is our state table. Okay, the state table will have the information about the for what input and present state value, what will be your next state value. So this is, we are writing this flip-flop input for our convenience because to analyze it would be easier for us. Okay, and lastly we have the state diagram. So state diagram is the diagrammatic structure of this state table. diagrammatic structure of the state table. So here the states are given as circles. That is, so we mention this states like this. So as we are having only 2 flip-flops, the possible states are only 4. Okay. So for n flip-flop, the possible states are 2 per n. Have that in mind. So this is 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. You can write this according to our convenience. No mistake in it. Now what we do is, here this 0, 0 means this first 0 corresponds to that of A and the second 0 corresponds to that of B. Okay, va? So for present state 0, 0 and input x equal to 0, you have the next state value equal to 0, 0. So what we do is, and you are having an output also. So what we do is, you write this as, you give a self loop. As the present state value and the next state value are same, you give a self loop. Then for input is 0 and output is also 0 here. So this corresponds to input x and this value corresponds to output y. Okay, do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now the same way we are to do for all the values in the table. So next is for input 0 and present state 0, 1, our next state is 0, 0 and output is 1. So we give an arrow from 0, 1 to this. The input is 0 and the output is 1 over here. Then for 1, 0, the input x, output is y, and the next state is 0, 0. So from 1, 0 also, it is this one. So you have a 0 and 1. Next for 1, 1, again the same, for input 0, output is 1, and next state is 1, 1. So we have input is 0 and output is 1. Then for input 1, for the present state 0, 0, the next state is 0, 1. So we are going from 0, 0 to 0, 1. So this is for input 1 and your output is 0 in that case. Okay. Then for 0, 1, for input 1, the next state is 1, 1. So 1 and 0. Next for input 1, present state is 1, 0 means next state is 1, 0. That means it is remaining in the same state. So a self loop, and this is 1, 0. And lastly, for input 1 and present state 1, 1, we have the next state value to be 1, 0 and the output is 0. Okay. So this is called the state diagram. Okay, va? This is just the diagrammatic representation of what is given in the above table. Okay,
Ma'am,
va?
can you explain the state diagram again? How we take the input, like எப்படி சொல்லுவோம் 0, 1 input?
This is our input column. Right? This is our input column. This is our output column. Okay. So for example, let us take this 0, 0. So for the present state 0, 0, if my input is 1, my output value is 0, and my next state value is 0, 1. These are the information you need to have in mind. So for present state 0, 0, so I will start from this particular circle, right? If the input is 1, this indicates the input value. Your output is 0, so that is given over here. And the next state is 0, 1. So the arrow moved to the next state 0, 1. Okay, va? Purida?
புரியுது மேம்.
Okay. Same way you have to do with the entire table. Okay. So here actually in this particular state diagram, you can give the inference also. Actually, if the input is 0, you are remaining in the same state. If you get a 1, you move to the next state. Then if you are getting another 1, you move the next state. Another 1, you are moving to the next state. And if you have a 1 in that particular, after this, you will be remaining in the same state. Actually, so this is detecting sequence of ones. Because for wherever you are, if you are getting an input to be 0, you are coming back to the initial state 0, 0. That is here, if you are having 0 as input, you are remaining in the state 0, 0 itself. If you are in state 0, 1 and you are getting an input 0, you are going back to the initial state. From 1, 1, if you are having an input 0, you are going back to the initial state. From 1, 0, if you are having a input 0, you are going back to the initial state. So you can say that this particular circuit actually detects sequence of ones. Okay, this is one example. So here in this, the Y output we saw, Y output, actually the expression was A plus B dot X bar. So this actually depends on the flip-flop present state as well as the external input. Okay, such a type of circuit we call it as the Mealy model. Okay, va? Usually 2 marks la differentiate la kepanga. Differentiate Mealy model and Murray model. So in case of Mealy model, the output depends on the present state as well as the external input. That's what you need to have in mind. So that is our first example. This is the same thing. You can find this in the table. And this is another form of giving the table that we wrote actually. Okay, va? Where you make it concise such a way that you have the present state values 0, 0 and with respect to the inputs, what is the next state? That is what we have written over here. Here we differentiate the inputs as x equal to 0 and 1. Okay, the same table written in a different form. Now we shall see just one more example to denote the Murray model. So here in this particular circuit, again you are having T flip-flop and it is clocked. So this is a clocked sequential circuit. So first you have to write the state equation. So before writing the state equation, we give the flip-flop input equation. So with flip-flop input equation, so here let us denote this as TA and this be TB. So TA is equal to, this is X and this is B. So simply Bx. And TB is X. And the output equation is Y is equal to AB. Right? So here actually the output is depending only on the flip-flop present state. So such circuit we actually call the Murray model. So Murray model is one where the output depends only on the present state of the flip-flop. Okay. Okay. So now with this state equation, we know for T flip-flop, Q of t plus 1 is equal to Q XORed with t, right? So here you will be having A of t plus 1 is equal to A XORed with TA, and B of t plus 1 is B XORed with TB. Okay, now for this we need to write the state table. So the state table is given over here.
Ma'am, 1 minute, can you go to the previous slide? Thank you.
Okay, va?
டயக்ராம் வந்து எக்ஸாம்ல உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்துருப்பாங்களா?
ஆமா, அனாலிசிஸ்னு கேட்டாக்க diagram will be given. Okay, va? Wherever you say you are to analyze a circuit, அப்படின்னா circuit will be given. With respect to the circuit only, you are going to do the analysis. Okay. So here, with,
Thank you.
okay. So here with respect to this, you could substitute the values as such over here. So A XORed with Bx and B of t plus 1 is B XORed with X. Okay. So with this, actually you could fill the table. You can expand if you want, or otherwise with the table value itself, you could actually do it. Okay, va? So from this equation, you can find the or give the next state value of A of t plus 1 and B of t plus 1. And we had output Y is equal to AB. So that is also given over here. So with respect to this, again, we draw the state diagram. So here the main difference is, as the output depends only on the present state of the flip-flop, you write this output inside the circle itself. Okay, va? So in case of Mealy model, the output depends on present state and input. So you write the output value. Output value is marked in the state diagram near the input. Okay, va? Whereas for Murray model, as the output depends only on flip-flop present state, we denote the value, denote the output value inside the circle near the state values. Okay, va? So as this is dependent on the state, you will be having the same value with respect to A and B. So here you can see for AB value equal to 1, 1, your output is 1 over here. And this is corresponding to state 1, 0. Here the input is written here. This is 1, 0, your output is 0. 0, 1, the output is 0. 0, 0, the output is 0. Okay, so you will be having a commonality. And with respect to the input value, you could move on. So for present state 0, 0 and input 1, you are remaining in the same state 0, 0. That's the reason why you have the self loop over here. And for input equal to 1, you are moving to the next state. So in this, as such, you can see that whenever the input value is 0, the present state and next state value are the same. Okay. And when it is 1, it is moving on to the next state. That is what is mentioned with this. So for input 0, you are remaining in the same state. And for input 1, you are moving to the next state. Okay, va? Okay. So you have one more example in the middle. You can see it for yourself, as this is using only a single flip-flop. However, you have 2 inputs. You just go through it and you can ask me if you don't understand. Okay, va? In Mealy model,
the outputs are functions of both present state and input, whereas in Moore model, it is the function of present state only. Okay. So with this, we shall wind off today's session. Thank you, guys.